Hello and welcome everybody to this new edition of the GTAS podcast. We are recording on January 20th, 2018. I am joined by the always delicious Adam Miller.
What's up?
You delicious? You're delicious now?
I guess.
I don't know where that came from. I guess I don't know what I was thinking in the show notes there.
I think you're hungry.
Maybe we just had Taco Bell. I might have been hungry when I was writing it. So, Adam, the cold is finally going away.
It's coming back.
Is it? Please don't. It's so fucking terrible outside.
I mean, we've lived in Pennsylvania all our life. February is always the worst month.
I always think beginning of January is always the worst, but that's just me. Either way, we're very close to finally being done with this cold-ass weather. Adam, what has been up with you the last week? Anything new?
Nothing too exciting. No.
No? I mean...
just playing some games.
What are you playing right now?
Some GTA, One Piece, Pirate Warriors 3.
Okay. Anything else, or is it... I know you played One Piece with Joanne.
Yeah, I got back into watching One Piece because I took a break from it for a little while.
What episode are you on that? That show lasted...
Like 630 something.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
God damn. And you've watched that many, or how many are you
I've watched almost all of them. I think there's like one or two arcs that I skipped.
Is there more One Piece than there is Naruto?
I honestly, I don't know. I've never watched a single episode of Naruto.
Neither have I. I just know Naruto has gone on forever. So, Adam, we got topics today. Good amount. Actually, no, we don't have a lot of topics today because there is jack shit going on in the movie industry right now. I don't know why. It's usually the flip-flop.
Yeah, usually they're getting like ready to announce, summer releases and shit.
Yeah, we know all the summer releases coming out, but nothing like too amazing. So, we only got two movie newses. Two movie newses? Does that work?
It's fine.
Movie news topics. Two topics in the movie news industry. We've got Tomb Raider trailer. This is the second trailer. And the Castlevania Netflix series, Season 2. A little bit of an update on that.
Did it come out?
No, it's not out yet.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. Stop trying to jump the gun. What, are you about to have a panic attack?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going home to watch it.
I would have been already like done with it. But then we go on to some game news. We talk about the legendary Pokemon event that's happening throughout 2018. Some information on Metal Gear Survive. Sony Amiibos.
Also,
Nintendo Labos.
Something.
I don't know. And did you want to talk about Destiny? We don't have to.
We can for a little bit.
It's up to you.
It's nothing too intense.
We'll just throw it in there between.
We'll just give you a little update about what's going on with Destiny 2.
Yeah, and Adam's gonna have to do that because I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
How happy that at least that I am, that we didn't end up buying the game.
Yeah. All right, Adam. But before we started the show, we decided, since it's the first topic, why take a break in the middle to watch a trailer? Let's just watch this trailer. Adam, what was your thoughts on the new Tomb Raider trailer starring Alicia Vikanders?
I'm probably not going to go see it. I'm not that excited for it. It doesn't look like it's going to be like so awful that nobody's going to like it, but it's definitely not going to win any awards. And
I wasn't expecting Tomb Raider to win any awards,
I mean, it could have.
No.
If you do it right. Dude.
No.
Yes, you could.
No way.
Did Indiana Jones win awards?
No.
Yes, it did.
What? Maybe score?
It doesn't matter. It won awards.
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. That's exactly what that means.
Indiana Jones won awards in my heart.
What do you think of the girl playing Tomb Raider? You're not very familiar with her.
Yeah, I don't know too much about her.
She's really only been She's only really been in a couple. I believe she either won or was nominated for an Academy Award. But most people know her from the sci-fi film Ex Machina, starring her and Oscar Isaac, and then kind of this unknown dude. I mean, what do you think of the look? I mean, it's clearly going off of the Tomb Raider current generation games from the
I'm fine with that.
Systems.
I actually prefer that iteration
rather than like the what's Angelina Jolie version?
Or the PlayStation version with beach ball tits. Like
Well, I mean, kind of wasn't that the
Angelina
Jolie version with
I
the short shorts and
Yeah.
the blue, like, bluish tank top?
Yeah, like I'm okay with how it looks. I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I have no skin in the game, so I don't care about who they casted. I don't feel like she's perfect for the role, but that doesn't mean that she's not the best person for the role.
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly talented.
Yeah.
And so what's wrong with that? That girl's ripped, though. That girl is built. Like, I mean, she's not like, I'm not sitting here saying that she's gonna, like, break people's arms and stuff like that, but that girl is, like, 0% body fat. From coming from what I'm looking at, she is just ripped. She makes me feel like if I shaved my chest, you know, I could look like washerboard abs. If I just got rid of my chest hair. That's what everybody needs to know under this shirt. That's what's going on.
He's just a little hairy Irish hobbit underneath his clothes.
I was trying to think more of like Altered Beast, but you know, hey.
Yeah, we'll go with Altered Beast.
Altered Beast.
You're like first power up Altered Beast, man.
Yeah. Power up.
Yeah,
that one.
Where just the shirt rips.
No, the whole shirt doesn't rip. It's just like it's packed.
Just like here and just chest hair.
Yeah. Honestly, nothing about that trailer works for me. I don't think it looks good. I think she looks okay as Lara Croft, but I think the plot sounds contrived. I think it looks cheesy as hell with the jumping scenes. The action scenes look okay with her fighting, and she's got like the pick, but I think the movie's gonna be awful. It looks terrible.
You think it's gonna flop?
Flop? No. Unless it gets awful reviews, kind of like
coming out of the gate. Well, I will tell you that
like
I agree with
Assassin's
you.
Creed had. I thought there was a lot going for Assassin's Creed. I thought the movie looked terrible too, but I think it's like 5% rating or less than 20, I believe, for sure. Rotten Tomatoes thing just made people go, fuck this. This looks like a generic action film with a recognizable name that if it gets between, you know, like, I'm going to say it's going to be...
You think it's going to make its money back?
Yeah, I'll say it makes its money back, but I don't think this is going to be a good movie. I think people will go see it. I just don't think
that's kind of how I felt. Like, that's okay. That's
I'm looking at it, and it's a terrorist organization that's going to commit mass genocide. Like, those guys don't look like they're committing. It just looks like a bunch of bunch of henchmen with machine guns. They're going to commit mass genocide. Like, really? It's just mass genocide. Say you want to blow up a city, or
isn't genocide already pretty mass?
Yeah, but they is that not? Am I not verbatim quoting? Don't they say they're going to commit mass worldwide genocide? But yeah, isn't that kind of is it a what's the word? Where is it a hyperbole? What's the word when
they like explain something or describe something in
that's
way more threatening than it actually is?
Yeah,
like hyperbole would be the right term.
Yeah, I just don't. I have no interest in this movie, and I'll attest that I like the first Tomb Raider movie. I think that's an enjoyable movie. The one with Angelina Jolie, the Cradle of Tomb of Cradle, whatever the fuck the second one is. I thought that was junky.
Cradle of Life. I thought it was
Cradle of Life. That sounds correct.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty junky.
That one was like too weird.
Yeah, it just almost went through. The first one I did enjoy.
Yeah,
I'll say I enjoyed it. It's not a great movie. This movie doesn't look as good. I don't think I'll enjoy this movie like I do the first Tomb Raider. I'm not sitting here putting Tomb Raider as like one of my favorite movies ever, but I'm just saying, like, watching the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, watching the trailer, I kind of think. I think I would rather watch the original with Lara Croft. I just kind of Angelina Jolie, I think, was born to be Lara Croft. It's just the movies aren't the caliber of what it could have reached, I thought. So that's the Tomb Raider trailer. That's at least our thoughts on it. Do you have anything else you want to add to that, or?
I'm not really that interested in it, to be honest.
I do enjoy though that they are doing the more modern Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I like that aspect of
Yeah.
it, but I don't. I kind of agree with you. Like the trailer itself wasn't put together well,
No,
which
there's just
that
nothing
never
about
bodes
it.
well for the movie.
I don't really think that it's the.
It was like, we're going to give you
It is just
buzzwords and no information about this film, and then also just show you, like, scattered action scenes.
Yeah, if that movie didn't say Tomb Raider, no one would be paying this movie any attention. That's just what I think.
I think you're exactly right.
Okay.
I agree with you 100%.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next topic, which is Castlevania. Adam, why don't you talk a little bit about Castlevania, at least what the show was on Netflix?
The first season?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Castlevania, like, it's not really an anime because it's made in the United States, but it's, like, done in an anime style.
A la maybe what, like, not in the same, but, like, kind of like the Avatar series. It's based on anime, but it's not really anime because it's in America. It's American anime.
Yeah. It's American cartoons paying homage.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's done in that style. What was the guy's name? Is it Adi Shankar? He's the guy who did Dirty Laundry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
It's that director.
That director.
Which, at first, I don't know if we ever got a chance to talk about our thoughts about the Castlevania season.
No, I think we were way too on hiatus for that.
When that happened?
Yeah, when it happened.
Okay, so
we were talking about it coming out.
Yeah.
We never actually got to talk about
to the point.
What it was.
I was super concerned because that director in particular is super hit or miss with what he does.
Yeah, because he did do the Power Rangers thing that we both hated.
Yeah, I thought it was way too fucking edgy like gratuitously for no reason. He did a pretty good job. I thought it was good. I thought it portrayed the characters well.
It takes place during Castlevania 3 from the NES days.
Yeah. So that's what is that? That's
Curse of Dracula.
Yeah, Castlevania 3 Curse of Dracula. That's the game it's covering. So the main characters are Trevor, Alucard, and I forget the wizard lady's name.
I can't remember. Sypha?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she's the one that was the man, but she was pretending to be a man.
Yeah,
but
she was pretending to be a man, but she was.
Yeah, Sypha, I believe.
Yeah.
I probably am butchering the shit out of it. I'm sorry.
I'm
only used to seeing it on text. I'm not used to hearing it out loud. It's been a while since I saw the show. But the show was only 4 episodes, half-hour apiece.
Yeah, but it was pretty good.
It was really good. I thought, it got a GameSpot's Best Adaptation of 2017.
Yeah.
It was 4 episodes long, and...
How many episodes are they bringing it back for? Is it 8?
8 episodes, so they're doubling it.
Yeah.
What do you...
8 half-hour episodes?
It just says have 8 installments, so I'm assuming, yes, half-hour episodes.
Jeez.
I think it'd be too much if they were an hour, but I kind of also wanted maybe a little bit more. I was kind of hoping for 10 or 12, personally.
Like 10 or 12 half-hour episodes?
Yeah. I thought that would be a perfect amount of number. 8's so quick, but you know what? Maybe this is the type of show that they're just like, let's not
rush it.
Let's not blow our proverbial load too quickly. Let's just ease this out there, see how people like season 2, and if they keep clamoring it, maybe we'll up it again. I'm not very happy. As I said, I wanted maybe a 10 or 12 half-hour arc, but hey, it's more than 4.
Yeah.
And
which I remember that being the only thing that I was pissed about with the first
wanted
season
more.
Is because I already know what happens. Anybody who's played Curse of Darkness 3, at least, for the first 2 or 3 hours of the game, knows everything that's probably going to happen in that game.
Because Castlevania 3 is the prequel to the first Castlevania, correct?
No. Okay,
so wait, what's the arc of this story compared to everything else?
Okay, so, this is old information. You're going to have to help me dig this out.
I'm trying. I'm going to try. Castlevania's never been my franchise, but...
Yeah, the timeline is a little goofy, and they actually regretted establishing a timeline for Castlevania after a little while.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't start with Simon. Originally, it starts with...
Trevor.
No. It starts with... what was his name? I forgot. But it's the one on PS2, the first one on PS2, Lament of Innocence. That's the original Belmont.
Okay, that is this. Okay, let's
Is
just
that Leon Belmont?
It is. Yeah, Leon Belmont.
Yeah, and then I think that's on like the 1100s, and then Simon's Quest is like
Set in 1094.
So that might be in the 900s then, the first Castlevania game.
Well, that's the thing. I'm just saying with the NES ones, because this is clearly going off of the third NES game.
Yeah.
And it
happens
out of the NES games.
Simon.
No, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you're more accustomed to this stuff than I am, this Castlevania lore, because you've played most of these.
Yeah.
But
Simon is before these. This is 3 is before Richter Belmont, so that would be like Rondo of Blood.
Okay.
Would be after that, and then obviously Symphony of the Night takes place at the same time, or around the same time as Rondo of Blood.
Okay, but I'm just reading this right here. According to the game's instruction booklet, Dracula's Curse takes place in 1476, 215 years before the events of the first Castlevania and Castlevania II Simon's Quest. It's the first of the 3.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, Adam, you fucked that whole thing up. You just spewed bullshit all over the place.
I thought it was 1192 is the first game.
I'm just reading this. I don't know. This is the fandom page.
All right.
I always thought that Dracula's Curse was the first one out of the 3. You know?
Chronologically. Yeah, I don't remember that happening.
Because there was Castlevania 2, and then Castlevania 3 was Dracula's Curse.
I don't know. I know you play as Simon in 3 different games. Simon goes against Dracula 3 times.
Mm-hmm. See, as I said, I'm not that sure. But, I mean, I think that this is a good... this is coming out in summer.
Yeah.
So we get it back in summer because everybody keeps asking the guy. He put out a tweet, and he just said... people keep asking, so I guess word didn't get around. We're coming back this summer for 8 episodes from Netflix. And then since then, there's been little word on what's going on with it. This was Warren Ellis, the screenwriter, who was letting everybody know because people kept asking him if the series had been canceled because they aren't posting anything about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they're keeping it so secret because seriously, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. You didn't even know. Like, you're like, is it back? You didn't know. I
didn't know.
They haven't
You're right.
For a show that was very well received and really well liked, they haven't done a very good job at keeping it in the mainstay. They need to keep it, keep letting people know, I know people who don't like anime who watch that.
Yeah. I think that's just a problem
and they enjoyed
with Castlevania. Castlevania was really good, and then... after Portrait of Ruin, I just kind of lost interest in the series entirely. And
was Portrait of Ruin the DS?
It was the second DS game.
Yeah. The 3DS game sucked. I don't know what it was, but I hated it.
It was part of the Lords of Shadow series, that's why.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Lords of Shadow, then, is not a good franchise. It's not a good section of the franchise.
They should have called it something else.
I honestly... After the Game Boy Advance ones, I never played the DS ones.
Well, the first DS game is a sequel to Aria of Sorrow with Soma Cruz.
And that's a Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah, that's a Game Boy Advance one. That one's excellent. And then Portrait of Ruin's pretty good. And then Order of Ecclesia, they kind of... it's one of those ones where they just make up new characters instead of following the family line.
I have them, but it's just... You know, because you know me, I love my DS.
Yeah.
And so I have literally every game that I own on the DS, which is probably close to about 100, all in box because I cannot buy them without the boxes.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Out of the Castlevanias that you have played, what is your favorite?
Probably between 3 and Symphony of the Night. I know those are the generic ones, but... I mean, 3 was really good.
You know what mine is.
Is it what's it called? Is it It's not Simon. It's not Simon's Quest, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I hate Simon's Quest. Simon's Quest sucks.
Listen, there's a reason why I like Simon's Quest. Because it was the first one in the entire series to introduce all the RPG elements that would become a mainstay from Symphony of the Night on. Which is that's the golden age, in my opinion, the golden age of Castlevania.
Adam honestly does love it so much. I doubt anybody's noticed this, but look real quick. Oh, let's grab him. Yeah, that's his Simon's Quest figure right there. Put him back to where he needs to go. Yeah, you've had him there forever.
Yeah.
And I've never got why you like Simon's Quest. It's impossible.
It's a difficult game, and it was translated really poorly, but it doesn't matter. It's what it did to advance the series, and if I don't appreciate what it did for the series, then
that's fair. That's fine. I'm not I am hating on it, but not because you like it. It's just hey. Just to suit your own.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, Adam, next topic we got. I guess Nintendo is reintroducing the Pokemon Legendary 2018 event. Was it 2016 where they released every single
legendary
Pokemon
at a GameStop?
It was some were just sign into a Wi-Fi. Some you had to go to certain places.
Yeah.
But half of them were at GameStop where you'd get a little code.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, one of them was at McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think you had to sign into McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to.
That's so
you had to check for. You had to use that present system. You had to check for presents while connected to a McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
that was the only way to get
I
it.
never got that one. I think that might have been... I think that was for a different... It wasn't for a Legendary. I believe that was for something different because I have all the Legendary ones that they released that year. I believe it was in 2016 they did all this.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while. So pretty much, you can get these Legendary Pokemon starting in February... with Palkia and Dialga. I'm sorry.
They're the legendaries from Pearl and Diamond.
Yeah, they're going through each of the second generation legendary ones where there's two of them.
Yeah.
Once they started splitting the Pokemon games into not red and I guess red and blue. Yeah. I guess that they're doing each one that was legendary specific for each game.
Yeah.
So they start off with those two. And you can get them in both your Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which I have not picked up Ultra Sun and Moon yet. I still am kind of waiting to get that steel case version.
I think the first game where you could do that was Gold and Silver, not Red and Blue. Red and Blue you could pick.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You could pick any of them,
because there was only Mewtwo. There was only Mewtwo.
Yeah, there was Mewtwo, and then you could get one of the 3 legendary birds. Didn't matter whichever one you wanted.
But you could only get Blasts or... No.
You're thinking of the starters.
Were there starters only available or something? That there were certain Pokemon that you could only get in each one.
Yeah, the starters are always only available as starters.
Okay. Well, how these work is pretty much you either visit a GameStop and receive the code for that month's legendary Pokemon. They'll give you a little form, you just ask for it. Or sometimes it's just go into your Wi-Fi and select mystery gift. You got to look these up each time. I think I have the list of each month. February, is Dialga and Palkia, and then the next one is Heatran and Regigigas. I can't even pronounce half of these things anymore.
Yeah.
April is Raikou and Entei, Xerneas and Yveltal, which they've already given away half of these Pokemon before. Groudon and Kyrugi. I can't pronounce half of these fucking. But November is Ho-Oh and Lugia, which those are the ones I definitely want. Now the weird thing I thought about this was if you have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you get them at 100%. You get them at level 100. But if you have just regular Sun and Moon, you only get them at level 60. I think that's kind of fucked up. You're giving them the advantage for having a different game.
Yeah. Okay, so here's why I never got that excited about these things. It's because they give them to you at level 100 with a predetermined moveset.
Yeah.
Give them to me at level 3 and let me grow them up.
But can't you just add what you want to them? The movesets? Can't you just adjust them?
As long as there's the TM and HMs to teach them those moves.
Yeah. That's it?
Yeah, I never really understood why. Like, why do I want a pre-leveled level 100 Pokemon?
It's mostly, I think, people want it for their Pokedex.
Yeah.
Like, I have mine, and I don't use them. I just liked having them. I just thought... I remember signing up for a code so that I could get all 3 of the legendary birds, all level 100. That one was one that was like, you really had to go out of your way to look for. Like, you couldn't just get them from a code. I like these little Pokemon giveaway things. I think they're really smart to keep. I
don't think that they're a bad idea. I think they help keep the game community alive. But
I think so too.
I would do it differently.
Of course you would. I think it's fine just the way it is, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's not. I understand the annoyance of the predetermined level and all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're legendary. Why would you not want them at their highest point?
Because I don't. I want them to, learn moves. I want to decide what moves my Pokemon has.
Yeah.
Because if you get them at level 100, everybody has the exact same Pokemon with the exact same moveset. It's fucking stupid.
Okay. Fair enough. That's fair. That's, Okay, Adam. This one's a little bit of a sore subject for you. Mostly because of your fandom. But... So Metal Gear Survive is going to be coming out in the next couple months.
Yeah, fuck that game.
And apparently the game is just not good. I don't think a lot of people expected it. This is a Metal Gear game that has nothing to do with the regular franchise, has no involvement of Hideo Kojima.
It's okay, so let me explain to you what it is.
Do we really need to know what your explanation is? Or
it's a zombie wave survival game with mild, trap placing and base building mechanics, and then the shooting and movement mechanics of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay, I actually thought that you were going to completely butcher that, but yeah, that's pretty much summed up exactly what it is.
Basically what it is. And mechanics-wise, because it has Metal Gear Solid's fucking controls and shooting, it functions really well, but it's not a fun game. And it has no business having Metal Gear slapped onto it.
Oh, it's definitely a money grab for sure.
Yeah.
So Konami said, fuck Konami, man. Konami has
we haven't said that for a long time.
Fuck Konami. We were on that hiatus when that whole shit was going down, but you can say right now you want to I'll quiet down and you can just say it.
We'll do it at the end.
Well, you always do it at the end. Why don't you just do it now?
Yeah, I know, but
fuck Konami.
All right, wow.
Konami said that Metal Gear Survive requires a constant internet connection so that game can offer a seamless experience as players move between single player and multiplayer.
That's fucking bullshit.
Metal Gear Survive's online connectivity requirements were built to support a seamless integration between single player and co-op. They will also enable us to provide ongoing content post-launch. Thoughts on that?
They're not going to do ongoing content post-launch.
Why? Just because it's Konami?
They barely did anything for MGS5.
No, they definitely didn't. But
you know what they did for MGS5?
Didn't they do the base thing? That was like it?
For the anniversary of MGS3, they released a costume for the boss and a skin for the horse that made the horse the boss's horse. But this costume was for Quiet, and Quiet can't ride the horse. And also, you almost never see Quiet.
No, Quiet's a sniper.
When you approach her...
She runs.
She finds a sniper position where she can cover you better.
Yeah.
So what was the fucking point?
That's pretty funny. I didn't know about that. That's actually really funny. Another detail... is that Metal Gear Survive will have a microtransaction store where players can purchase virtual currency. Coins are available to purchase with real money. Specific price points were not disclosed, or through standard gameplay, as a case in many other AAA games.
Fucking hell.
The image above, I'll post this image. I'll save this image for just so that we can have it for whenever I post at the bottom of the screen here. Yeah. But it pretty much just it is ridiculous. It looks just like a store. It's so fucking bad. Yeah, the image below, including boost passes for various duration of time, but bear in mind that the game is not finished, and as such, things could change. So if people bitch enough, it'll change. But
nobody's gonna bitch about this game because nobody fucking cares about this game.
the one thing about this game is I was watching gameplay, and yeah, what Adam said, it is just a zombie survival trap game.
Yeah, like you place traps on the ground. You can kind of build a base. It looks like you could place fences and stuff like that.
From the trailer, it looks like you are on the base at the beginning of, or I guess at the. Okay, you remember Metal Gear 5 a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know all the terms, but the base that's getting blown up at like the beginning of the game or at the end of
Mother Base?
Yeah. Mother Base being blown up whenever boss is getting on the...
Oh yeah, I think there's going to be more than one environment, but to be honest...
No, it looks like they get sucked into a fucking portal.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like the people who blew up on Mother Base didn't die. They got sucked into an alternate dimension. It's fucking stupid.
With like headless zombies, and then there's like a zombie with a big fat fucking head, and it looks like
they're just the fucking same zombies that you've been shooting since Left 4 Dead.
No, they're slow. These are like slower zombies.
But what I'm saying is like they have the same abilities. There's the fat zombie that spits something or explodes when you kill
that's
it. Like
okay.
It's the same shit. There's absolutely zero creativity in this fucking game at all. And to be honest, they probably would have done better if they had just named it something else.
Maybe.
Here's the problem, okay?
I told you that this is a sore subject for you.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Adam is really pissed off.
Of course it is. So basically what they took a franchise that has been like near and dear to many gamers' hearts for the better part of 20 to 30 years. And they're going to bastardize the fuck out of it. They're going to turn it into a game which they're only going to charge, I think, $39.99 or $49.99 for anyways.
Doesn't even look like it's worth that.
But that's what I'm saying. They're taking the Metal Gear name and making a budget title with it. Can you imagine if they didn't attach the Metal Gear game? This game would have been $19.99.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what it should have been. It should have been a $19.99 downloadable title with a limited physical release.
But because it has Metal Gear on the front of it.
Yeah.
They're going to fucking gouge the fuck out of you.
Yep.
In terms of length, Konami brand manager Jennifer Song told GameSpot that you can expect the game to take you 15 to 20 hours to play through the campaign. Of course, your mileage may vary as everyone plays games differently. Also, the game has co-op and multiplayer so that there are more reasons to come back and play more beyond the campaign. This campaign looks like paper fucking thin. Like, how fucking deep can this thing fucking go? Like, really? Like, I was watching the beta.
What, you don't want to upgrade your fence quality?
The funniest part was they actually did like realism where a guy was hitting the fence with the machete, trying to hit the zombie, and was not hitting the zombie but was damaging his fucking fence. Like, it's just stupid. It's just such a fucking dumb plot. Like that. I know Metal Gear Solid is super weird sometimes, but like I don't remember shit about being like alternate dimensions and portals and shit like that. The only thing that got like supernatural-esque were like Psycho Mantis and then that fire guy.
The Man on Fire.
Yeah.
Which is also Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis is the Man on Fire? I thought it was the Psycho Mantis.
Okay, so
Man on Fire was the guy from Metal Gear Solid 3 with the bullets for Knuckles.
Did you not finish it yet?
No, I finished it.
You don't remember? Okay, you probably
Psycho Mantis is the floating.
It was a side mission that you could do. Okay, so the Man on Fire is actually the reanimated corpse of Colonel Volgin.
Yes.
And the reason it's reanimated is because Psycho Mantis channels Colonel Volgin's like vengeful spirit from hell back into his body.
Oh, I did.
And Psycho Mantis is that little red-haired kid.
Yeah, I know Psycho Mantis is the little red-haired kid. It's pretty obvious with the floating gas mask that it's Psycho Mantis. Yeah, this is just really disappointing that they
To be honest,
They
Psycho
just-
Mantis is really the only supernatural thing in the Metal Gear Solid series. Everything else is explained by nanomachines and bioengineering and science and mechanics.
What about the Psycho Mantis's dad?
Or like the precursor. The Sorrow's actually Ocelot's dad.
Oh, the Sorrow. That
Yeah.
one where you like walk.
I guess
through
he's a psychic too. Yeah, so
he walk through the lake of all the dead people.
Yeah, so those are the
river.
only two things that are actually like, not scientifically accountable for.
Yeah, but portals and zombies just I don't know. There's just something that just does not work for me with this. It just sounds so fucking stupid. I fucking can't stand it. I just hate this bastardization of such a good franchise because that's what this is.
Yeah.
It's just Konami can go fuck themselves, man. That is brutally bad.
I think to be honest,
I don't know why this is upsetting me. Like Metal Gear's not that close to my heart like it is like yours, but it does.
I think I'm less upset than you really.
I feel bad for you. I just think that this is just the ultimate
I don't
cash
care.
grab.
It's not. Metal Gear is over.
Yeah, Metal Gear is definitely
everything that needed to be explained to me was explained in enough detail. The only thing that was missing was like a story about the boss fighting the Nazis in World War II.
Yeah.
Which we kind of get that backstory anyways in her backstory in 3.
Yeah, it's
so
kind of hinted at.
Yeah,
definitely.
She talks about it. She talks about her and the Cobra unit, fighting in World War II against the Nazis with the Allies. But, I'm not really that. A lot of people don't like Metal Gear Solid 5 because it was unfinished.
And there's a little bit of truth to that.
No, I'm not saying there isn't. There's a lot of criticisms to be made about that game. But for the circumstances...
Its gameplay is not one of it, though.
No, exactly. Its gameplay is the fucking finest in the entire series.
Yeah.
And for the circumstances that it was undergoing at the time, I'd say it turned out pretty fucking good.
Okay. We'll leave it off. Oh, do you want to...
I was just going to say that, like, I don't care. Metal Gear Survive is not Metal Gear. Anybody with a fucking brain knows that.
Well, hopefully people have brains and realize that and don't purchase that piece of shit.
I mean, we do live in America, so.
Okay. All right, Adam, next topic. Is Sony making Amiibos now? That's what everybody's thinking. I was just going to say, that's what everybody's thinking. That is not true. People may not even know about it, but if not, you might know. You might learn something right now. Sony just released some of the images, but they're not being just made by Sony. They're just given the licenses for them by a company named Totaku. Toitaku, I guess it's Toy and Kotaku put together. So there are non-functional figure sets. So they don't have anything. They're just figures. They don't have any unlocked DLC or extra content. They're literally just display figures from what I'm seeing at with these Sony
that's good.
IPs.
Because when we talked about this earlier, I was super worried. I was like,
thus far, what I'm seeing, no. They are just because there's no real way to even scan them in. You'd probably have to buy an individual thing. And if
a new accessory. And there's also the fact that, like, the Amiibo craze is over.
You believe that the Amiibo craze is over. I kind of believe that it definitely died down. There are still some that can still be scalped because there are still 2 that have evaded me like crazy because I'm literally missing.
They can only be scalped because you want them.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I'm only missing 4 out of all the Amiibo.
Yeah.
2. I just haven't got them yet. The Koopa and the Goomba, and then the 2 store exclusive Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess Zeldas, or Links, I should say.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 that escaped me. So, but the figures look pretty cool. I mean, you saw them, right?
No, I actually haven't.
Oh, you haven't seen them yet. Okay. Well, these are what they are right here. I'm going to flip the computer around for Adam to see real quick. They are the Hunter from Bloodborne. What's the guy's name, Adam, from Tekken? I never forget his...
I think it's Heihachi. You told me it's the old guy that's like bald with like 2 spiky pieces of hair.
Yeah, that's him.
That's Heihachi.
Yeah, Heihachi, Crash Bandicoot, Sackboy, Bloodborne, Hunter, I said that, and Wipeout's Fierzar? Does that sound right?
I don't know. I'm not...
And also Kratos from... Kratos from God of War, and Parappa the Rapper. So these are what they look like. Adam, they are non-functional figures. They are just about the height of an Amiibo, and I mean, they look pretty good. I think they look nice. They are only $10 rather than the $15. I guess because the non-functionality between them. I mean, they're more just for display
How big
pieces.
are they?
About the size of an Amiibo. Maybe a little bit bigger.
It looks like the normal people are bigger, but the cartoon characters are smaller.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. They also look like they're raised up a little bit, you know. They could just be a little taller.
On an angle, yeah.
They're 10 centimeters high.
All of them are 10 centimeters high?
It says 10 centimeter high detailed figurines.
That's 1 decameter for you that use the imperial measure.
They are numbered, so they have certain... The first edition will have a certain little symbol on it.
Yeah.
I guess they're going to try to make these collectible, but these aren't going to be collectible like Nintendo stuff.
I don't think that there are. I mean, just looking at them, they don't look like they're terrible quality, but like...
No, they look okay. But they are not Sony's Amiibo.
You could see what I buy. I'm not buying them, probably.
No, but you see what I buy.
Bobby might.
I might. Now...
If they come out with the right character, I'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like the Wipeout one. I like the Crash Bandicoot and Parappa the Rapper I might get. Now, I was just kind of saying, right now, this is kind of a newer story. We could be one of the few who are kind of like letting people know, these are not Amiibo. These are not made by Sony. This is completely, they're just giving out the IP rights.
They have no functionality that's similar to Amiibo.
No, so nobody has to worry about that. But
yeah.
I just...
Because at first, when I heard the story, I'm like, why? Why copy this?
I built the show notes.
Yeah, well, I know you built the show notes around the fact that it might have been Amiibo.
Yeah, I built the show notes around it, but I did the show notes yesterday and they weren't available, so I've just heard about these today.
Yeah.
So, so if you hear it
from anyone else,
the guys talking about shit
told you they're full of shit.
The guys talking about shit told them they're full of shit.
Yeah.
We're
talking about the shit that they're full of.
Yes, exactly. Good way. Good one there, Adam. Good one. All right, Adam. We're going on to our... I can't believe this, but this is probably going to be our last topic. Now, before we get into this, because this is probably going to be one of the bigger ones, do you want to go into the Destiny shit real quick?
Yeah, let's just cover that real shit.
Let's just cover it.
Okay.
Let me know. You shoot off. What are you talking about?
Basically, all I wanted to do is celebrate the fact that with our immense willpower, we decided not to buy Destiny 2.
By willpower, it was, I don't feel like buying that, Adam. All right. I won't buy it either.
That's basically what happened.
That's willpower for Adam.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to have anybody to play this with regularly, so I'm not buying it.
No, who the fuck else are you going to play
and I think
Destiny
that was the best decision that we possibly could have made.
Yeah, I think it looks like it would have been a waste of money at least from my perspective on. I just kind of was like, I don't have the money for it right now. It looks like the same game. If you want to play Destiny, let's just play Destiny.
Yeah, because they're not going to shut the servers down for the first one.
Not anytime soon.
I think it's supposed to be like sometime this year or next year. But anyways, basically what they did is they started another event. They call it a faction rally event, where if you remember in the first game, like you could join Dead Orbit or Future War Call.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, so basically you win tokens for those things, and then you can trade those tokens in for rewards. It's kind of like the Iron Banner, but it has 3 factions instead of just the one.
Okay.
The problem is that Bungie, without telling anybody, decided that the 5 new rewards, they're the 5 new guns that they were going to roll out for every faction, they're going to do it in stages. So the first week, there's no reason to even play the faction reward, the faction rally.
What's going on with Bungie?
They're fucking stupid. I don't know. So there's
Bungie
nothing.
Used to be so smart.
Here's what happened. Activision has their hand in their back pocket and has put their finger through a hole in their pants directly into their asshole. But
that's such a weird image, and the motion like you've done it before.
So anyways, yeah, there's no reason to play this faction rally thing because you can't get any rewards from it. And then the second week, you can only get one of the new rewards. The third week, you can get, I think, 2 or 3 of the new rewards. And then the 5th week, you can get all 5 rewards. So why not just wait till the 5th week? And that's what they're having. They're having a problem where they're already hemorrhaging players. Nobody wants to play this game anymore. They're sick of the fucking...
and even Bungie apparently has come out and said, we fucked this up. Like, we apologize. This is on our fault.
I'm going to get to that because that's part of this story.
Okay.
So basically, they fucked this up. They fucked Curse of Osiris up. They basically fucked everything up from the beginning. The only thing they didn't fuck up is that the game looks a little better than the first game,
and it still apparently plays very good though.
And the handling of the guns is still top notch.
Okay.
But one of the problems is that they're throttling people's progress, like experience points and their chances to gain certain types of loot. They're throttling them, so that means that they're like slowing down or lowering their capability of possibly getting something, like the percentage wise. And they're just doing the same old thing. They just keep going, oh, we hear what the community's saying, well, we fucked up, and we're going to be more transparent with you and talk to you more often in the future. And they've been using that excuse since Destiny 1.
Yeah.
So
they've constantly said that they're going to fix all the problems, but they
what
never do.
What I'm about to tell you to do is, if you play Destiny now, Destiny 2, fucking stop. Just stop playing it. Don't put any more money into that game. You're an idiot if you do. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but just fucking don't. You already should have stopped playing Destiny if you were playing Destiny 2. And the second thing I'm going to tell you is going to shock you even more. If they come out with Destiny 3, I'm not going to buy it even if they fix all this shit.
Just out of, like, fuck you?
They had their chance.
What's the phrase?
Like
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Is that not the perfect, like, explanation? Like, that's a perfect, like...
Because with the first Destiny game, I'm willing to give them some leeway. They're figuring shit out, whatever. They're going to make mistakes. This is Destiny 2. They've had 4 years worth of...
Can we also say that we weren't supposed to get a Destiny 2 for, like, ever? We were supposed to still be on Destiny 1 and getting it.
I don't even want to get into their fucking excuse about how, well, that's not exactly what we meant and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all right, fuck off. Basically, what I'm saying is they had, like, at least... How long was Destiny out before they announced the third? They had at least 3 years, right?
I'd give it at least a good solid 2.5.
Yeah, they had 2.5, 3, maybe even 4 years of, complaints from players that they could have addressed. They didn't address all of them. They left a lot of the problems that they had before, the biggest problems, they didn't fix, and then they added new problems.
Well, it's like if they had a box of complaints, and they, like, hey, we'll wait till this thing gets, like, loaded up to, like imagine, Bungie, right here. Imagine my little invisible box.
Yeah.
Complaint. 1, 2, let's say it gets up to 100 complaints. They pull out one. All right, guys, we're going to fix this random complaint. Fuck these other 99. Start the box over.
Yeah, that's basically how it is.
2.
And a lot of times when they're fixing that complaint, they'll fucking break something else.
Yeah.
I don't understand why anybody... I mean, that's why they're hemorrhaging players. What were they at? Do you remember what we said that they were at? This was like a month or two ago. They were at like 66,000 total players or some shit.
They got rid of the counter. I don't know what they...
Yeah, like, the Destiny community is basically fucking dead.
And it was one of the best-selling games this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like number 4 or between... I think it was top 5 games of this year.
Another one of Bobby's top 5.
No.
No, I'm just fucking with
I know I say top 5 a lot. I mean, I'm almost about to start my own segment just called Bobby's Top 5, and then I just pick top 5 something. Top 5 whatever,
Top 5 string cheese brands.
Ooh, I would totally do that. They, like, Bungie is just not... They're just becoming the worst at dealing with problems. And
here's the thing. I don't know how much of this is Bungie is not doing anything because they can't, because Activision is in the way, or if Bungie's not doing anything because they're incapable and they're just, what's the word I want to say? Negligent, maybe?
Yeah. I can't. I mean, it says they have this player population guide, but I can't see how many
Is it some like
are...
weird mathematical fucking calculation?
Yeah. It doesn't give an exact number, it just gives percent. So it says 37% are 37% are Night Stalkers and 36 are Gunslingers and 28 are something else on Hunter class. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But it doesn't straight up say how many people are playing, like how many of these percentages are...
Because they can't show that information.
Because it's slowly dying all the time?
I wouldn't even say slowly. I would say hemorrhaging.
Yeah, it says like players are running out of things to do. It's just bad. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't know all that shit was going on.
Yeah.
And it's just... And the thing is can we just get this out of the air? We shit on Destiny 2 a lot, but can we say how much fucking time we put in Destiny 1? Like, me and you really liked Destiny 1.
I gotta say, we at least put 60 to 80 hours in that game. You
Definitely.
think even more than that?
I think maybe a little bit more. Yeah. We put so much time and effort into... We bought all the expansion... Well, Adam did. I bought everyone but the last one because I was really falling out. I was like, there's nothing to do anymore. It's all the same shit. But we played Destiny 1 so much. So we wanted Destiny 2 to be something more than what just Destiny 1 with better looking graphics. It's not us trying to shit on Destiny 2 just for the sake of it because it's a popular thing to do. We are coming from this as fans of the franchise. We were big fans of the franchise, but we are just not happy with the direction that Bungie is taking this game, with how Bungie is handling its fan base, how it's handling its equipment layouts, and
I gotta say,
stuff.
I still consider myself a fan of the Destiny series. Like, I was out at a store and I saw, you know how much I love the Iron Banner.
Yeah,
I saw the leader, Lord Saladin action figure, and I almost bought it, but when I looked at it, it was painted really shittily, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it's just like, I know a lot of people shit on Destiny just because, it's an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
And yes, it is a real easy thing to do. It's an easy fucking target. It was like us with Battlefront 2. It was such an easy target. It's so...
That doesn't make it not true.
Yeah, it's not that we're like... Adam and I both had a lot of complaints with like Battlefront 1, but as a huge Star Wars fan, I've got a lot to complain about. But this Destiny thing, I just want to get that out there, that we're not just complaining just to say fuck Destiny and fuck Bungie. Like, I'm a huge fan of Bungie. I've always been a fan of Bungie's. And I was really sad whenever they left the Halo franchise because I never thought the Halo franchise ever was able to reach up to the peak of Halo Reach. I don't think it ever lived up to it. And I just think that Bungie deserves to do better things than Destiny at this point. Because Destiny 3 might sell well, but it's going to be
I don't think it will.
I think it will sell because of the name, and they're going to keep pumping out expansion packs and all that. It's just a fucking mess.
Can we
I'm ready to
just
move on.
take 1 second to define what expansion pack used to mean?
Go ahead, you do it, and then we're moving the fuck on.
All right. So expansion pack used to be basically an entire whole new game that you could add to your game.
Not 25 minutes worth of fucking content.
Yeah. And if you just add like 3 multiplayer maps and 10 guns and like 2 hours of story content,
And then
it's not a
charge
fucking
someone
expansion.
$20 for it.
Yeah, $29.99 or $19.99 for it. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
All right,
Adam. Yeah, let's get the fuck away from that. I'm getting really upset this podcast because of all this shit. Like, a lot of this shit is really pissing me off because the gaming industry is just becoming a shit show right now.
Yeah.
It's pissing me the fuck off. All right, Adam. Speaking of weird business decisions, so...
is this the Nintendo thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Nintendo Labo is a new product that Nintendo is coming out with later, I guess, in this year. They're doing pre-orders, I guess, available for it now at Best Buy. Adam, I showed you the video.
Yeah, it's
what do you think?
It's strange.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos for Nintendo for trying something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how this is going to work. I appreciate Nintendo trying something new and out of the box. No pun intended on that one. That was actually not intended. But this is a cardboard interactive games is what it looked like. Adam, you never saw the video. I had, but I showed it to you. What did you think of this Labo thing? What did you take it as?
It's an interesting idea. I don't know. Basically, what it seemed like to me is that you would take cardboard cutouts that they would sell you.
Yeah, you would buy a cardboard cutout with a game.
Yeah.
And the Switch will tell you how to put it together.
How to put it together, and then where to put it.
Yeah, where you put the Joy-Cons and the screen, and then based on that, it's, for example, one of the things was build a 13-key piano and a fishing pole and a motorbike. And then you would do, like, catching fish minigame or win a race, like Excite Bike.
Or playing a piano.
Or play a piano or something like that. And it's like Miracle Piano Part 2. And it's odd because they're selling you cardboard.
Yeah, so he asked me to just guess what the price was, and I said it's probably $40 to $60 for the game, and then probably $20 to $30 for the cardboard cutouts.
And he almost nailed it spot on, because it is about, I think there are 2 versions of the game you can buy right now, and it's like the mixer set, like with a bunch of little mini ones, and then there's like the robot one, which is like there's a big fucking backpack. I'm playing the video right down here, so at this point you probably definitely have seen it. But yeah, it's like a big backpack where you've got the Joy-Cons and there's strings and you're punching shit. And
yeah,
I don't know what, besides the little novelty of building it, and then like you're done with it.
The problem is it's cardboard,
and
cardboard is not made. It's not intended to be used in moving parts. No. Cardboard is meant to hold stuff in a stationary position, not move.
No, maybe this is a little bit stronger cardboard, but yeah, this looks like they're just using all the cardboard that they were going to use for the Wii U boxes.
It probably is. You just recycled the Wii U boxes.
Yeah, like perfect example. Now there is one where you have the Joy-Cons in both your hands and you have the screen in the middle, kind of like an old motorbike arcade game.
Like Super Hang-On.
Yeah, exactly. Super Hang-On. That's the name escaped me. So you're revving it and smoothing it. It's like, well, what happens now? Mind you, the cardboard has the little inserts where there's a little like slit.
Yeah.
And then there's like the little kind of like fish hook type of things that kind of like grab on to each side. Now, if you're revving this and you just do it a little too hard and that breaks, what are you supposed to do? You fucked? And or do you just got to get a new piece of cardboard and then, because it's cardboard, it's very easy. I could see it breaking or not lasting very long. Or what happens if something spills on it? You're fucked.
Yeah. That's basically what my deal is with it. I'm like, wow, you could have, if this is the design, aesthetic you wanted to go, you always could have done, like wood, like MDF or, thin plywood. And maybe people will do that.
Maybe people
Maybe people will custom build their own little things using the patterns from the cardboard.
Now, clearly though, this is not designed for somebody like me and you. This is clearly meant to be designed for younger, 10 and under. I'm assuming.
It to be honest, yeah, it looks like it.
Parents will build it with their kids, and then the kid will play for it a little bit. But it just seems like I don't know. It's kind of.
I don't think it's a terrible idea, but I don't see it doing well.
I honestly think it will do well.
You really think so?
I think it will do well, but I think overall people are going to look at it like, why did I buy this? For example, what's one of the dumbest things you could have bought for the Wii?
Like the tennis rackets and fishing rod attachments and.
Those things sold a shitload, though.
That's true.
But everyone's all like, why did I fucking buy these things? But unlike the fishing rod and the fucking tennis racket things that were made of hard plastic and you could get rid of them, I mean, what happens if just you're walking in the middle of the night and you step on the fucking thing? I mean,
that cardboard.
That robot backpack thing, like, where do you store that? It's not like you can take it apart and then rebuild it. And then I was like noticing in the video that there's like rubber bands that like use the gears and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like when those snap, they didn't look like good rubber bands. They look like really cheap ones.
Well, I mean, there's no way knowing. But...
No, obviously, unless someone gets their hands on it, but I don't think you and I are going to be getting our hands on it anytime soon. But I actually do think it'll do well. I think that this will be this comes out in April. I thought this was going to be a little bit more towards the Christmas season that they were going to start doing this, but I guess it doesn't cost too much. But yeah, the variety kit is $69.99.
That's weird. I would have thought it was the other way around, but okay.
And the robot kit is $79.99. The big one.
I would have thought it was the other way
Honestly, if I had to get one, I would get the variety kit with the fucking piano. I mean, I just think that's the cool one. I just kind of thought that that'd be cool to have I would just build the little, like, even I'm thinking about it, like, I would just like to have the built-up keyboard thing and then just keep it to the side and be like, oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, that's my Nintendo cardboard piano. You want to check it out real quick?
Yeah.
You know, it's stupid. I'd never get the robot one because where does this go after? Where are you going to go after this, you know? Like, the game is a punching game where you're a big robot. But, I mean, is there story to it? Or do you just seriously just do it? Are these just glorified tech demos for the Switch? You know?
And Nintendo has a history of doing that, turning tech demos into games.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but like specifically, a lot of these things, you can tell that these are geared towards younger audiences because when you go to the webpage, all these say parents enter by January 1st for a chance to attend a hands-on event. Like, it's clearly not built for us.
Yeah,
it's for kids.
I think.
So on that level, I honestly think
kids don't take good care of their shit.
Kids usually don't take good care of their shit. Not typically. Yeah, I mean, both you and I worked in the used retail industry. We've seen how kids treat their shit. But the cool thing I like about it is the designs with the stickers and different colored tape and markers that you get where you can color it and decorate it yourself. Like, I don't know what the hell it does, but there's like a little cardboard house that you can do.
I don't know what it was for.
I don't know what it's for either. It had a little like button on the side of it. I don't know what the hell it was for, but
people were like decorating their house, like painting the outside and the shingles and stuff.
I just kind of am like, you're selling people cardboard for $70 for cardboard. I think that's my only little issue with it.
But a game costs $60, so
this isn't a $60 game though.
We don't know that.
We don't. You're true.
We don't know that.
But from the
other
images given, this does not seem to me like a normal price game. This looks to me like a 1-2 switch where it's a tech demo thing that they're charging like $50 for, and then they're selling $30 worth of cardboard. Do you see where I'm kind of like?
Yeah. I understand.
I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, Nintendo does weird shit sometimes, and maybe this is. I'm just gonna say I think it'll be successful. You don't think it will be?
I'm not sure that it's. Basically, what I said is I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't expect it to be super successful.
Okay, we'll see though. We'll see in around April where we'll be at with these. Yeah. If they're hard to get, or I mean, these cannot be hard to produce. It's fucking cardboard, man.
Yeah.
It's cardboard with images stamped in them to cut out. It cannot be a hard thing to do. But yeah, I think our biggest concern is the quality of it and how will it last. You know, going into the future. You know what I mean?
And replacements, if something does go wrong.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Replacing the cardboard. How much is that going to cost? This is something that you could do yourself at home, print out a pattern and then glue it to a piece of cardboard and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Like, how much work are we talking about here? How much parental supervision do you need?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of stuff, a lot of questions.
All right.
Not many answers.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just a little image, and so, I mean, we can't do much with it.
Yeah.
It's just, they gave us a video, and now we're just speculating on what it's going to be like.
I guess.
But, all right, Adam, that is the end of the show. I think that was a kind of a shorter episode, but our topics were a little limited today, and I think, your Destiny thing helped a lot with building up some of our time. Adam, why don't you let people know where they can find our information.
Facebook.com/GTAS podcast. GTAS is all capital.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure podcast, we left that lowercase, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
GTAS podcast. I think
And
even
then
if you
it's
did
the
it all cap, it'd be fine.
Yeah, it'll find it regardless. And then Twitter, same thing. Twitter's /GTAS podcast.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Obviously, if you're watching this video, it's hopefully it's on YouTube. I don't think anybody would steal our video at this point anyways.
I would hope not. I don't think anybody's stealing shit from us.
Yeah, no. There are people that do that, though. Like, Jimquisition has a problem with people just downloading his videos.
Well, he's a lot bigger than...
That's what I mean, yeah. Like, we're nobody.
He's a bigger guy.
We're nobody.
So you're still working on the audio form?
Yeah,
Do you think you'll have that up by next week?
I can try to.
Okay. If you could try, that'd be great, because I'd like to get the audio form up very soon so I can start pumping that shit out to people.
Yeah, I've been a little busy.
Yeah, same here, man. I literally just got off of a 60-hour work week.
Yeah, it's hard to be an adult and also have hobbies and then also have time to do
hobbies and editing and it's tough, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that doing this full time is any easy thing, but man, it's tough whenever you have a full-time job to do stuff like this, but we enjoy doing it. So
that's really the only reason we do it, because maybe we can talk about that real quick.
Okay.
There's actually no way that we can make money on YouTube now.
None.
There's none. They removed that capability unless you have more than 1,000 subscribers and you have to post a certain amount of content and have a certain amount of watch hours on your content.
Huh.
So if we just got 10,000 subscribers and uploaded the correct amount of content, we'd still have to have people watch to reach whatever arbitrary amount that they've decided before they'd be willing to pay us anything, which didn't used to be like that. I don't think we ever made more than 80 cents on YouTube.
Well, I mean, this isn't, we clearly aren't trying to do this.
Yeah, we're not trying to, I mean, we don't have ads enabled anymore.
We're just two dumb, bored white kids who just want to talk about games, so we just decided to post it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I like talking with Adam, so that's why we do the show anyway.
Surprisingly, some people enjoy listening to us.
Surprisingly, yeah. I can't figure out why anybody would want to listen to us, but hey, we do it for everybody. But it's mostly for me and Adam because we actually like each other. Right?
A little bit.
Okay. Close enough for me. But, all right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And till next time, have a good one.